What's up, everybody? This is Tanner with Waze Driving School, and this is your driving tip of the week. Today we're going to talk about parallel parking. This is an example of what the parallel parking space will look like when you go to take your test. You've got 3 cones set up here, and then about 27 feet away, you've got 3 more cones. These cones stay in the parking lot behind our classroom. If you don't want to come up here to practice and you have cones at home, you can set them up. The way we do it is I set up the first cone, and then I take 9 big steps and I set up the second cone. And the easiest way to do that, you see, we've got 3 cones on each side. If you only have 2 cones, you can set up the front left and then the back right, the cone closest to the curb. That'll be the best way for you to practice. I've got the car in park right now. I'm going to put it in drive. And as I approach the parking space, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to signal right. I let everybody know that I'm parking along this curb. I'm going to pull past this cone, and I want to be about 1 foot away from that first cone. Good way to measure whenever you're practicing with mom and dad, have them roll the window down and stick their arm out the window as you pull past it. Their fingertips should just graze that cone. That's about 1 foot. And from here, I'm going to keep pulling past the cone until my rear bumper is lined up with these 3 front cones. So from right here, I'm going to keep watching that cone, and I'm going to pull past, and I'm going to watch that orange cone until it disappears from view and I can no longer see it. Right there. As soon as it disappears, I stop. Once my rear bumper is lined up with the front cone, I'm going to select reverse. And from here, it's very important to let off the brake nice and gentle. We want to keep pressure on the brake. We want the car to roll as slow as we possibly can. And as soon as I begin to move, I turn the wheel all the way to the right and hold it. So now as I back up, I look over my right shoulder, and then I want to turn towards this mirror. And as I'm letting off the brake, I'm looking in this mirror, and as soon as I can see the cone that is closest to the curb, I straighten the wheel up. So I watch, I see 1 cone, 2 cones, there's the 3rd. I'm going to straighten the wheel up and hold it right there. So as I'm letting off the brake, I'm watching that first cone now, holding the wheel straight, and I watch that cone, and as soon as that cone clears my front bumper, I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the left. So now my front bumper is clear of that cone, so I turn the wheel all the way to the left. I let off the brake nice and gentle. And from here, I'm turned around looking over my shoulder, always focused on where I'm going. I don't want to back up using only my mirrors or only the backup camera. I have to be turned around looking where I'm going. So I'm letting off the brake, and as soon as I am parallel to the curb, pointing straight down the space, I bring the wheel back to the right and get it straight. So I'm going to let off the brake just a touch more, and then I'm going to straighten the wheel up as quick as I can, get it straight. From here, I'm looking over my shoulder. I continue to roll back until I am just about to those cones. Nothing says I have to back up until I'm all the way almost touching them. If you look at my camera here, I've still got plenty of room. From here, I'm going to put it in drive, and I'm going to center the car in the space. I just want to pull forward because right now I'm closer to the rear cones than I am the front cones. So now I put it in drive, I let off the brake, I scoot up about 1 foot is all. I stop the car, I put it in park, I set my emergency brake, and I tell the examiner that I'm finished. Alright guys, thanks for watching the Wade's Driving School Driving Tip of the Week. Drive safe.